What's up, everybody? This is Easy. I'm gonna give you tips and about flying a jet. First off, is first thing I do is go for the helicopter. It actually could lock onto you a lot quicker, and it can track you down way faster when you're engaging another jet. Now, what I do is get in the jet. I switch from third person to first person, back and forth because it helps me figure out what the enemy jet's at. I'm At times my jet feel like it's going really slow, and at times I feel like it's going really fast. It really depends on I guess, the day you're playing. Anyways, the setup I'm running this game, I'm running ECM, air radar, and guided missile. I like the guided missile because I can tell where the enemy infantry is at. That way I can just sweep in, and switch to my guided missile and figure out what they're at. For me, that's the best setup. For Monster, I know he uses rocket pods, but I personally like to stick to this. For me, it's a lot better. But what can I say? Each person has their own setup. Um, as far as I go, your wingman is very important. Unfortunately, on this game mode, there is no wingman. So you're just on your own. Especially on this map when you're defending, because there's an enemy helicopter and there's an enemy jet. Um, Watch this kill right here. Pretty cool. Uh, and occasions like that, if you do need help, then I would suggest asking for one of your one of your friendlies to get a stinger or eaglet to help you lock onto the enemy vehicle. So that way you're not always marked and shit. Mm. What else? As far as turning, just keep an eye out. Always look at your radar. I always look at my radar more than I look at what's in front of me. It helps me figure out and locate where the enemy jet pilots are or the helicopters at. It's better for me, in my opinion, like I said. But everybody has their own setup. As far as I go, um, this jet, particularly the frog, there's a frogfoot. It's a very powerful jet. Like you practically can use heat seekers in the canyon gun, and that's all you'll be needing. It's very powerful gun. See, as you can see, I just swept out that guy once, and he was already disabled. But yeah, just when at first, if you first you're gonna have the air radars, flares and the canyon gun. You should stick to the canyon gun because it's gonna help you a lot better throughout the game. Because you're gonna be needing it. If you want to go air to air, then you're more than welcome to do that. I, on the other hand, like to help out the ground troops on the bottom. The next important thing is your wingman. Um, you must have a really great wingman. Usually, my wingman is Monster or Doctor. Those guys really help me out. We help each other out in the air. Communication is the key when you're flying in the air. You don't want to crash into each other, right, Doctor? Um, just like I said, communicate. Make sure you guys, are talking to each other, letting know each other where the enemy's at, who's at. It helps you guys a lot better. That way, you guys can do. One guy can focus on the air, one guy can focus on the ground, and that way, because the way I see it is when people have air control, their chances of winning are higher because the enemy vehicles are always being destroyed, and when our vehicles are up, the infantry don't really stand a chance against the tanks or the LAV or whatnot, those little small things. Just keep that in mind now. Also, when you're getting locked on the first time, and then it beeps once, and it starts beeping constantly, then deploy your ECM or flares, and then just run away from the battlefield. Now, if it's a jet behind you that's locking onto you, just fly in circles. It's very hard for them to track you down when you're going in circles. It really locks onto you, and the stingers really do lock onto you pretty fast. So you're like if you're getting locked on, like for example I am, you know you're getting it, just turn right or left, and then you know deploy ECM, and the missile most of the time it misses. Other times it hits you even when you deploy your flares ECM. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. It's very, you know, you get hit. But you know what can you do about it, right? As far as let's see, same thing, you know, just fly left and right, go about the area. Try to sweep in, you know, try to call them out. Spotting is very, you know, important for the ground troops when you're spawning from the air. You're kind of like a map. That's the way I see it. You know, once you spot them, then the whole enemy, or sorry, the whole blue guys can actually, you know, figure out where they're at. Let's see what else I can talk about. As far as my setup, I have my setup on lefty. I fire with my right trigger finger. Usually, what I shoot with my infantry. I started messing around my controllers, and I find this setup a lot better. It helps me. It helps me. You know, it's just it's your right. It's your right pointing finger, so you can right away just shoot. It's easy access. Like when you're infantry, you can shoot with your right index finger. Right? You know, you're not be switching back and forth. Just play with the setup. My sensitivity for the jet, I fly it really low. Or sorry, it's really low for me. I want to stay. I mean, I don't know. I want to be like 40% maybe less, maybe 50. It's not that high as people think it is. I like playing low, and on the ground, mine is not that high either. It's like I want to stay between 40 and 60. I can't really remember. Just mess around when in the air. And now at first, when you're trying to use the jet, or I would suggest you just fly away from everybody else. Just fly low. Just get used to turning right, left. When to for a throttle, or when to stop. That's what I would suggest doing. And most of the time the enemy just really gets you. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Oh, also, I'm gonna be making a next video of helicopter, like a little mini tutorial. I'll do a lot better. This is my first tutorial that I'm doing, I guess, so it's not as good as I wanted, but hey, it's something. But yeah, next one's gonna be about a helicopter. If you guys want to see that, leave the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and also, do you guys want to play with us or against us? Just send me a message. I'll most likely reply to you. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.